First of all, I would like to say welcome for everyone. My name is Hakan. I'm working for Mavili Electronic Company, and today I'm gonna talk about the IP protection class and its importance. Also, I will talk about what is the IP protection class. I will explain it and IP protection class table, the importance of IP protection class, and then I will summarize the presentation. As I said before, this presentation will be start with introduction, move on with IP protection class, and IP protection class table, the importance of IP protection class, and the conclusion. So, when using many technical and electronic devices, it must be checked whether it is suitable for the conditions of the environment in which it will be used. So, how do we know if a device is suitable for the conditions in which it will be used? Of course, by examining the technical features of the device in user manual. There are different technical features in the user manuals according to the type of device. In addition to the size, weight, operating and storage temperature, the supply voltage, resistivity, alarm current, etc. according to the type of device. Technical specifications are often found in user manuals. One of the most common technical features is the IP protection class. Otherwise, the devices may malfunction and even cause serious damage to other systems that they operate integrated. If you didn't check the IP protection class, it can be damaged for the devices. So what is the IP protection class? The expansion of the IP code is referred to as ingress protection or international protection in the international sources. The IP protection class coding system, which is valid worldwide, has been determined according to the IAC 60529 standard. According to this standard in IP coding system, next to the word IP, there is a two-digit number. First digit protection class against solid objects. Second digit protection class against liquid objects. And according to the standard, the IP protection coding system has two-digit number, as I said before. These numbers indicate how durable the device in question is against solid and liquid objects. The number in the first digit of the number indicates the class of protection against solid objects. The second digit indicates the device protection class against liquid objects. This is the IP protection class table. As I mentioned before, the left digit, first digit is against for the solid objects, and the second digit is for the liquid objects. If the IP protection class is 0, that means there is no protection. If it is 1 for the first digit, it means entering of bigger than 50 millimeter solid objects is prevented. For the second number, that means it is entering of bigger than 12.5 millimeter solid objects is prevented. For the third one, it will be 2.5 millimeter. For the fourth number, that will be 1 millimeter. And for the 5, protection against dust entering, not hazardous dust accommodation. And for the 6th digit, that means dust never enters. For the liquid side, for the 0 is the same. There is no protection. For the 1, that means protected against vertically falling water drops. For the 2nd digit, that means it will be protected against vertically falling water drops until 15 degree with vertical. For the 3rd one, 60 degree with vertical. For the 4th number, that means protected against the bouncing water drops from anywhere. For the 5, protected against the sprayed water from anywhere. For the 6, protected against the sprayed water as equally water power in sea storm. For the 7, protected against water submarine less than 30 minutes. For the 8th digit, that means protected against submarine to the water for a long time. This is the another IP protection class table. International protection chart. Protection against solid objects greater than 50 millimeter, as I mentioned before. You can see the pictures in here. You can imagine what kind of solid materials cannot enter in this object. Let's talk about IP protection 65. That means that is dust proof for the solid ones. For the liquid ones, have to protect against flushing liquids on the device from any direction. So how should we read and evaluate the IP protection class? For example, in which environments can a fire alarm sounder with IP protection class 67? We can examine it in visual table. Dust proof and have to protect less than 30 minutes of sinking in the water. The importance of IP protection class. IP protection class is frequently encountered in technical specifications. When choosing a product, it should be ensured that the IP protection class of the product is at least the desired IP protection class should be provided. In order for these devices to be used in outdoor to work properly, it should not be affected by dust, wind, and precipitations. IP protection class is frequently encountered in technical specifications, especially in technical specifications related to fire detection systems, manual call points, sounders, beacon, and sounder beacons to be used outdoors. IP 65, IP 767, etc. Higher IP protection classes are required for the outdoor usage, because in order for these devices to be used externally to work properly, they should not be affected by dust, wind, and rain. When choosing a product, it should be ensured that the IP protection class of the product is at least the desired IP protection class. For example, if the IP65 protection class is required for the manual call point, the IP protection class of the product to be selected must be at least IP65. Also, IP66, IP67, etc. can be selected for the manual call points. Let's summarize the presentation. IP protection class codes are determined according to the internationally valid standards. When choosing both electronic and mechanical devices, it should be taken into consideration whether the device is in IP protection class suitable for the environment in which it will be used. Otherwise, the devices may not work properly and may even damage the system they are connected. Thank you for your participation. If you have any question, you can send us an email to export@mavili.com.tr. Also, please follow us from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube with Mavili Electronic Global account. We are sharing our webinar links in our LinkedIn account, and we are uploading our webinar videos to our YouTube account. I will wait for your questions if you have any. You can write on the chat on the left side.